These subjects are covered for entire weeks, every single day for hours. And multiple teachers, multiple faculty, they cover this subject matter. So this opportunity that we have here at the masjid to cover it for very briefly on a Saturday morning, it gives us an opportunity to go very briefly over a few hadith on the subject matter. One might think that, how many times do we have to cover it? We've covered it last week or the week before that. So just to give an understanding what takes place in Islamic universities throughout the world when the books of hadith are started, when the books of fiqh are initiated. Entire weeks are dedicated for the study of the subject matter. And this book, Kitab al-Tahara, is some of the hadith they mention that this is the main foundation of our entire worship that we perform. Kitab al-Tahara is the foundational pillar of all rituals and ibadat that we perform. Because if we can just imagine, without cleanliness, majority of our worship, we cannot even start to worship. And we'll go over some of those hadith. When we study or hear the hadith, for example, the key to Jannah is salah, and the key to salah is cleanliness. And we can just understand and appreciate the magnitude of Kitab al-Tahara. All of us strive to one day, inshallah, gain entry into Jannah. And one cannot do so if salah is not punctual. If a believer's salah is not punctual, then gaining entry into Jannah, we are just dreaming about it, and we are just hoping for it. But if our salah is not intact, one of the first things that a believer or any human being will be questioned about in the hereafter is regarding salah, how punctual we were. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that tawfiq to be punctual in our salahs. Some of the hadith they mentioned that this is pretty much the main differentiating factor between a believer and a disbeliever is salah. Because which other religion performs salah 5 times a day, performing wudu, bowing, performing sujood? No other religion has this institution of salah. So again, this is just to give ourselves an appreciation of why we are covering Kitab al-Tahara repeatedly on many weeks now. So today's first hadith is regarding that لا تقبل صلاة بغير طهور ولا صدقة من غلول. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that salah is not accepted without purification, and charity is not accepted from misappropriated wealth. Misappropriated wealth, this type of sadaqah is not accepted. And the hadith that we went over very briefly is Miftah al-Jannah as-Salah wa Miftah al-Salah al-Wudu. The key to paradise is Salah, and the key to Salah is purification. So again, these are very basic teachings of Islam, but majority of people are aloof to this subject matter, and unfortunately many Muslims are not punctual with the 5-time daily salah. This is something that we have to get out there, and we have to accept, we have to realize this. It's not to say that the people who pray are better than the people who don't pray. No. Get that from ever entering our heart. The people who are punctual with their 5-time salah are truly blessed. And the people who are not punctual, they have a challenge, a personal, individual challenge that they have to overcome. So again, this is just as a reminder that at the end of the day, we are well-wishers of each other. And ad-din al-nasiha, right? Religion is sincerity. Giving someone sincere advice if we notice that, hey, I've noticed that you're not punctual in your prayer. Is there something that I can do to help you in that manner? Or maybe we always hear the story regarding Imam when he first started his masjid, first Fajr Salah. He was probably the only person who would come for Fajr Salah in the early days of the Tawheed Center. So all he would do is the phone number or contacts that he had in his phone, he would call them, and he would just simply say, As-salatu khayrun min an-nawm, and hang up the phone. And he would do that to multiple people. And that was his way of kind of reaching out to his brothers, his close individuals, that he knew that they wouldn't mind an early call in the morning. So if we have some people like that who wouldn't mind us calling them early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, a simple text, a simple call, As-salatu khayrun min an-nawm, and hang up the phone. Just to kind of get them going, and start the day off with Fajr Salah. Many people mention that, out of the 5, I am punctual with 4. Fajr is the most difficult that I face. But some other people, they mention, I'm punctual. It's just during the day I'm at work, and with the busy work schedule, sometimes in the winter I'm missing Dhuhr and Asr because they come and go. Dhuhr Salah comes at around 12:30, Asr Salah comes around 2:45 or 3 o'clock, and then from 3 to 5, it's a very quick Salatul Asr. So it's understandable, people get busy, but Salah doesn't take more than 5 minutes. Salatul Dhuhr doesn't take more than 5 minutes. Salatul Asr doesn't take more than 5 minutes. I'm not trying to teach anyone shortcuts here, but out of the salawat, we know that there are optional sunan, fara'id, nawafil. When you break it down, for example, Salatul Fajr, along with the sunnah, is 4 rakats. Otherwise, the main is fard. So if we are truly stranded and strapped for time, we don't have too much time, then between you and Allah, if you just suffice with the fard, at least you can, the day we stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at least we can say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, Ya Allah, I tried my best, but at least I was fulfilling the fard. The fard is 2 rakats in Fajr, 4 rakats in Dhuhr, 4 for Asr, 3 for Maghrib, and 4 for Salatul Isha. Everything else besides this are for us to gain extra reward, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to perform that extra reward. They are the ones that our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam practiced on a regular basis. He rarely missed them. For example, the Sunnah, Salatul Fajr, narrations come that the Sunnah, Salatul Fajr, is better than the entire world and everything the world contains. The 2 Sunnah before Fajr. And another hadith goes that the people who are punctual with the Sunnah, then of course they are punctual with their Fard. And the people who are punctual with their Sunnah prayers, then consider it as a down payment for your home in the hereafter. The people who are punctual with their Sunnah prayer, consider it that it's like a mortgage payment for your house and Jannah. So this narration goes. So again, we're just trying to encourage here being punctual with the prayer. And how can one be punctual with the prayer if we're familiar with Tahara? Because that is the main reason, main excuse anyone gives is that, I'm at work, I use the restroom, I don't know if my clothes are clean or not. A simple being familiar with the book of cleanliness will give us that confidence that, I did use the washroom at work, and I know for a fact that my clothes are clean. So if my clothes are clean, then I can offer the prayer. That is the main reason I receive on a regular basis is that, I really want, I feel so guilty that I'm not praying at work or at school. I don't know my clothes actually. And why are people saying that? Because they're unfamiliar with the subject matter. And we just started the talk this morning that Islamic seminaries, Islamic universities throughout the world, they cover this subject matter for entire weeks. And multiple teachers, multiple faculty members, they cover the same subject matter for entire weeks, repeat, and different perspectives, different points of views. Islam gives us that flexibility in our religion. If our religion was so rigid, it would be very difficult to follow for people throughout the world and different generations. But subhanAllah, Islam is very flexible, and there is flexibility in our religion. Let us take advantage of those allowances that Islam affords us. So again, in conclusion, these are the hadith that we were going over. Kitab al-Tahara. Next week, inshallah, we'll go over how to perform wudu. The narrator, he mentions the narration that he watched Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, how Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made wudu, and then he narrated the narration that this is the wudu of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is what I witnessed. And the narrator of that hadith is Sa'id ibn Zayd. Sa'id ibn Zayd radiallahu anhu, he is one of the Ashara Mubashara, he is one of the 10 guaranteed paradise. And Sa'id ibn Zayd radiallahu anhu is the brother-in-law of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu, who was very principled in introducing Islam to Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu. So we'll go with that narration inshallah next week.